I'm learning with intercropping myself as well. There probably are traditional ways where intercropping was looking at crops like peas and canola together and planting them together and harvesting them together and then cleaning them out and separating. I guess one thing I'm looking at for this year was I planted winter wheat in the fall on kind of wider spaced rows, and in the spring we came down between those rows with our planter and planted soybeans. So the idea was to not harvest the crops at the same time but separately. So the winter wheat would have been harvested the first part of August, and then allow the soybeans to grow up through that canopy and then harvest the soybeans later. So you would actually be intercropping in a way but harvesting two separate crops. So the idea is 3 crops in 2 years. So canola in year 1 and then winter wheat and soybeans in the next year. It all looked good early on, but we just missed every rain again, and the wheat was taking all the moisture out of the ground, and the soybeans between the rows just couldn't survive, and they're actually to the point where they almost died twice. And then after we took off the winter wheat crop, the soybeans just couldn't recover. It stayed dry, and that soybean crop didn't mature and make it anywhere. So it's just the way the year went, but I think it's something I still want to look at is either intercropping maybe in the spring wheat and soybeans and try 2 crops that way. We're looking at intercropping soybeans and canola to try those 2 crops and maybe harvesting those together. It's just a learning thing. I think what's interesting about it is something different. It's probably something farmers aren't going to experiment with, but it's something that we can do here. That's kind of what we like to do, is experiment with these different things, so when farm customers come through, we can show them some of these new ideas, because with social media, farmers all read this and see this. They probably would like to try it but don't want to, so that's kind of our job, is to try these things on smaller acres to see maybe how it works. So that's kind of the fun part of that.